And if you like what you see, I hope you take a chance on me. Just got a flash of Abba. The kitchen, the dogs. I think they're barking at me because all of a sudden I just started talking. If you've been around a long, oh man, yeah, up today. Hello and welcome back, friends. Thank you so much for joining me again for a new What's for Dinner. This is a Pinterest inspired What's for Dinner. I'm teaming up with my bestie, my YouTube bestie, Kat over from Southern Farm and Kitchen. If you've been around long enough, you'll know that me and Kat do a lot of collaborating together. Our minds are in sync and we always have really awesome ideas that we want to bring to our subscribers. And Kat had a really awesome one about Pinterest. All the Pinterest recipes that are out there. We all love all the food bloggers, all the bloggers, period, whether they're food or not, have awesome creativity, and we want to do a salute to the Pinterest food bloggers on there. If you don't know, Kat is a blogger. She's been blogging, food blogging and DIY blogging for, I want to say 15 plus years. I'm thinking that's what it was. She has a very successful blog that you're not going to want to miss out on. So I'm going to be linking that down below, as well as her channel, so you can go over and subscribe to her because you're not going to want to miss out on her. Anyways, so with that being said, I've got 4 Pinterest recipes, 3 dinners, and 1 dessert. I hope you like what you see. I definitely have the links down below, so you can go, if you see any recipe that you like, you can go and click on the link down below and it'll take you straight to the blogger's website where you can get all of the ingredients, all of the measurements that you need. Normally I list everything in my description box, oh my goodness, all the measurements and the shopping list that you will need. But since these aren't my recipes, I'm gonna go ahead and leave them down below for you because I want you to go check out these bloggers. They're awesome. They're just awesome people. So let's get on into this What's for Dinner, and I hope you enjoy. So for this first recipe, you're gonna need chopped spinach, some Monterey cheese, shredded Parmesan, some seasonings to your taste. You're gonna need 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. You're gonna need some sour cream. You're gonna need 1 egg. You're gonna need 3 to 4 chicken breasts. I just had a pre-shredded rotisserie that I got from H-E-B. You're gonna need 1 container of Frenchie's fried onions. I put half into this mixture and then half on top, and you'll see me do that in a bit. You're gonna get everything mixed together, and then once you get everything mixed together, you're gonna be putting in 1 package of spaghetti noodles, cooked spaghetti noodles, and you're gonna mix everything together. It took me about 5 minutes, I'm not gonna lie, to get this mixture done and incorporated, but with the heat of the spaghetti, it worked out just fine. Then you're gonna put it in a 9x13 baking dish. You're gonna cook it at 375 covered for 20-25 minutes at first. And then I did find some non-stick aluminum foil. Had no idea that this even existed, so I'm really glad that I found that. And get it all nice and covered. Now, after you have put it into the oven for about 20-25 minutes, you're gonna pull it out and then top the whole casserole again and then pop it back in for 5 minutes. This was amazing. Oh my gosh, you gotta try this. We just served it with a side salad and that was dinner. The little ones even loved it. They gobbled this down. It was absolutely delicious. Okay, so for tonight, we are gonna do a jalapeno popper chicken casserole. This one would actually be really, really good for anybody who's on keto, but I'm also gonna be doing some baked potatoes, and then I'm gonna be steaming some broccoli for the side as well. But to start this out, you have to have, on the blog for the recipe, it was, I can't remember, it was 2 to 3 chicken breasts or 3 to 4 chicken breasts. I mean, I'm gonna link the recipe down below, but I had another package of that rotisserie chicken that was like pre-shredded and things like that. Like I want my meals to be super easy this week, so that's what I have right here that I got from the store. And this is an 8x8 baking dish. And in here in the bowl I have 1 package of cream cheese that is room temperature. And then I'm gonna be putting in 1/4 cup of chicken broth. And then we have 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Some of my little house mix that I have here. This has sea salt, it has black pepper, it has paprika, it has garlic powder in it as well. I just wanna make sure that that is nice and seasoned, and then you get this whisked up. Okay, now that I've got that whisked up, I'm going to go ahead and also season the chicken as well. Okay, and then you're gonna pour your cream cheese mixture on top of the chicken. Okay, now all I'm doing is I'm taking the jalapenos that I gutted them and then just cut them up in little, slices. My hands are a little on fire. I don't have any gloves, so it is what it is. We have that. We're gonna go ahead and top it with our cheese. And I've got a mixture of cheddar cheese and Monterey cheese. I just, from the last night's meal, I had some left over and I want to get it used. The Monterey cheese is not in the recipe, it's just cheddar cheese, but cheese from a different breed is not going to mess with it. More cheese for me? Yes, please. Okay, now I've got my oven preheated for 375 and we're gonna cook for this for 25 minutes, anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. We'll see how it goes. I like my peppers nice and well and done where you're not crunching into peppers. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, there is the casserole done. I just put on some overcooked bacon bits. Well, it's bacon, chopped up bacon. I forgot about the bacon, let's just be honest. The recipe calls for parsley. I don't have any parsley. I might actually put some chopped up green chives on there, but I'm gonna set this aside in my bottom oven, keep it warm, and I'm going to let the potatoes keep on baking, and then I'm gonna get on to steaming my broccoli, and I'll be back after I get all the plates done. Okay, here is my plate. We've got TVs going, I'm sorry. Steamed broccoli, the chicken jalapeno popper casserole, excellent. Oh my gosh, that is excellent. And then I did 1/2 of a baked potato. I'm gonna save the other 1/2 for tomorrow for lunch, and I'll have this for lunch as well. So that is dinner for tonight. The boys had grilled cheese sandwiches with some broccoli, and we did 1/2 a potato for each of them as well. The eldest is at work. So yeah, that is dinner for tonight. Okay, for this last meal, this is super, super easy. I've got a dump and go crock pot recipe. This is a beef stroganoff. I've got 2.5 pounds of beef stew meat in here. I've got 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. I've got 1 packet of the Lipton Secrets onion recipe soup mix in there. I've got about a cup of, what are these? Baby Bella mushrooms in there. It's totally optional. You don't have to put the mushrooms in there, but we do like mushrooms and it is in the recipe. And then I've got about 2 teaspoons of black pepper and 2 teaspoons of thyme. And then for this recipe, once you get everything into the crock pot, you're gonna give it a good mix, and then you're gonna cook it on low for 8 to 6 hours. And then I'll come back at the end of it. Then you'll put in 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese and 1 cup of sour cream by the very end, and that should make it a little bit more saucy. So I'm gonna get this mixed up. I'm gonna put my lid on top, and then we're gonna get this cooked for 8 hours. This is gonna be great for any of the ladies that go to work during the day, busy moms, what have you. I love dump and go crock pot recipes. They are literally my favorite thing in the entire world. So I'll be back in just a little while. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like when it's all mixed up, and here we go. I'm so excited about this. I love beef stroganoff. So this is gonna be fun to make. Okay, now the last step in this, it's been cooking all day, is you put in 1 cup of sour cream and you put 1 package of cream cheese in there. I've gone and just cubed up the cream cheese really quick, so that's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna take this and dump it in, and this and dump it in, and let it go for another 30 minutes. This is what we're looking at so far. It actually looks really creamy and yummy. Once it's finished cooking with the sour cream and the cream cheese, I'm gonna give it a taste test, see if I need to put any extra salt or any extra pepper, anything like that, you know, just for, I know what my family likes, so I would suggest to do the same thing. It's got a little kind of burnt around the sides. Again, this is the first time I'm making this, so hopefully it goes really, really well. Okay, so dinner is done. This is my plate. Hubby man is still on his way home. The eldest is at work again tonight, so we are on our own for a little bit. And all I've done, got some noodles boiled up. Now you can do rice with this, mashed potatoes, or cauli rice, whatever you want to. I think the flavor is awesome. The only thing is I feel like I had a ton of meat, and throughout the day, I feel like the meat just kind of, I've still got meat in there. It's just not as much as what I thought, not as much as what I had. First time I've ever done stew meat for the beef stroganoff, so you tell me, I have no idea. But I've got some strawberries, some asparagus, and then here's the little ones. They have pretty much the same thing, only I did not do a roll, but the boys really like those rolls. So they've got some asparagus cut up, some strawberries, and then their little plate of some beef stroganoff, and the same with the other one. So that is dinner done. Now, like I said, the flavor is amazing. It is really, really good. I was kind of afraid that it would be, you know, kind of on the bland side, and I would need to put some extra salt or some extra pepper, but it turned out perfect. The flavor is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So that is the last dinner, and then we're gonna get into some poke cake here in a little while. We'll let our food settle, and then we'll have some cake afterwards. Okay, and now for the gingerbread poke cake. You're gonna need 4 eggs. You're gonna need half a cup of buttermilk. I made my own buttermilk with 1 cup of milk and then 1 tablespoon of vinegar. You're gonna need half a cup of molasses. You're gonna need 1 tablespoon of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of ginger. You're gonna need 1 box of spice cake mix, and then you're gonna need 1/3 cup of oil. And you just literally mix everything up together, and then you're gonna bake it at 350 for exactly 32 minutes. And then you'll see in just a second what comes next. And now that we have our cake completely baked and completely cooled, we're gonna go in with some holes all over this cake. And then we're gonna be topping it off with 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. As you can see, my little red man is helping me. He loves making cakes. He loves to just be in the kitchen with mama. So we're gonna pour that all over the cake, and then we're also gonna be topping it with some of that Smucker's salted caramel ice cream topping. Can I get my words out? And then I just go in with a spatula and just smear everything together. And then I'm gonna go in with 1 tub of thawed Cool Whip. kind of like your topping, kind of like your icing. And then we just topped it off again with some more of the caramel sauce on top. I took my leftover gingerbread men and crushed them up on top as well. And that was the cake. This was amazing, absolutely amazing. Now you want to pre-make this and then, you know, at least 4 hours in the refrigerator. Overnight is always best. Of course, we only left it in for like a couple of hours. Wyatt was so excited to try this because he made it and he loved it. He absolutely loved it. This cake is absolutely fabulous. I hope you make it for Thanksgiving because it's definitely something different. It still has that Thanksgiving holiday vibe to it with the gingerbread. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Okay, so that is all the recipes. Please don't forget to go and click down in the box for Kat's blog and her channel. Thank you again so much, Kat, for doing this with me. It was a lot of fun doing these recipes, and I will see everybody in my next What's for Dinner.